Hey, S-Fam.
Hey, S-Fam.
Sisters from another Mr. Podcast.
Ooh, ooh. Sisters from another Mr. Podcast. Ooh, ooh.
This is Brittany.
This is Dialissa.
What are we talking about today, Dialissa?
Us women keeping ourselves up for these men. Or for ourselves.
Or for your other woman. If
Okay, amen to that.
she said amen. Oh, man. Do you feel the pressure?
I do feel the pressure.
To keep yourself up for...
And you're no help, honestly.
How am I no help? I don't pressure you to do anything.
Because you keep yourself up. I feel like it's pressure all the way around. You want to keep looking good for yourself.
Okay.
You want to look good for your man. You trying to keep up with your friends. It's just fucking ridiculous. And there's a whole thing, especially because me and Brittany have been friends for so long. So it's kind of like this thing like, oh, y'all been friends for so long. You got to match her, damn it. You can't be going to the class reunions looking like a lumpy donut.
Oh, my
lumpy
God.
dumpling. I think today's dumpling day, too, actually.
Is
yesterday.
it?
National Dumpling Day. Well, I ain't trying to be the national dumpling, okay? I'm trying to be fine, okay? Fine. In my Fashion Nova. Not no damn learners or whatever the hell it is now. What?
That's that old school stuff right there. Learners. Jesus.
What is it now? What's the...
I don't know.
Okay, let me shut up.
I don't know. I mean... do you feel like when you say you feel pressure from your man,
Myself.
do you feel like it's your own self putting that pressure on you to look good for Keem, or is it Keem putting pressure on you to look good for Keem?
I think it's more me putting pressure on myself. I
feel like women just in general probably do stuff like that though. Like just put pressure on ourselves.
Yeah. Because like, oh, damn, if you're not the same size... And not to be any kind of way, I don't know if anybody else can relate. Maybe you, because you a skinny hoe now. But for me, and for women like me, you get into a relationship and it's like, oh, it's great. You get comfortable. And you just like really getting the happy way.
Yeah, I've heard people say that.
You've heard, but you ain't never experienced it.
I mean, I feel my own pressure from myself. I think James doesn't care. He's never cared. He's just like, oh, okay, oh, look at you, oh, that's nice. Like, it's all the same for him. So I really am doing it for myself. Like he would never even fucking know.
I mean, not that I want your husband. That's not the case. But we should really switch, honestly. Because not that King puts the pressure on me per se.
But do you feel like he even notices?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, see, I feel like James doesn't even notice. I mean, like, maybe if I blew up like 500-pound woman, he'd be like, wait a minute.
Right.
But, no, he doesn't notice.
Yeah, no. I feel like for me and King, we both gained happy weight. We are really the two dumplings I was talking about earlier. And I think it's not, I don't think it's only about, I don't look the same as when we first met. I think it's like a joint effort that he would like to see. Because I feel like maybe, and sometimes I feel like that too. It's like we're kind of like each other's motivation.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, I want to do better, but it's not that I can't leave you behind. It's like I'm just purposefully staying at this stage. But I feel like if you don't get yourself together, it's going to be harder for me to get myself together.
Yeah,
because we live in the same household. We eat in the same things. Obviously, we have the same habits. So it's like if you're doing something, it's a little bit harder for me to stay on track, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But he has mentioned, he's been honest with me and he will say like, I haven't gotten to that point yet. But he was like, listen, I don't want you to get to the point where I'm not attracted. He was like, because let's be real here. He wanted to be honest and he was like, people might pretend like that's not a thing, but you are sexually attracted to your partner. He was like, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I'm attracted to a bigger girl.
That's true.
And I mean, what do you feel about that, though? What do you feel about that statement? If James was honest with you and was like, that you're nowhere near that, whatever it is, but that,
If that was him being honest, I don't like nobody tell me nothing about my body. I'm very much I have to do it myself type of person. And maybe that's why even I drew to James. Like, subconsciously, the person that you're with, you know what I mean, how y'all will work together. Right. And I feel like maybe that works for us. Right. That he really could care less. Like I said, unless it's something real extreme. And I'm the type of person, I like to do it myself.
Right. No, I'm absolutely like that person too, though.
Because even like me going to the gym when I started, I had to do it. I remember living with you and Krissa, and y'all would be going to the gym all the time. Like, oh, come on to the gym. And I'd be looking at y'all like, nah, I am good. Like, pass the chips. Right. But once I decided, like, okay, I want to get fit, then could nobody stop me.
Right. And see, for me, I think that when you did that, even though I may have been going to the gym and things like that, I feel like I didn't really see a result or any changes happen until I had a partner.
Yes.
And I think it also doesn't just matter to have any partner. I think because we were legit on the same regimen, right, and there was no excuse. Yeah. And we lived together. Can't slack, because if I slack, then how do I look? Like,
yeah, and I could see that being the exact same thing with what's going on, what you said. Like, you and Keem, y'all are technically on the same regimen.
Right.
Which
isn't a good one. I'm not gonna lie. But like, it's not like the one me and you were on.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the regimen is different, obviously, different types of regimen. But nonetheless, we lived together. I was going to the gym. We did it together. So it was like a lot easier, I feel like. Right. But with you and Keem, maybe it's just got to be on you. If you start, then I'm sure he'll start.
He's already been going, actually. He started going.
Oh, so then...
I mean, like, we've always gone, but like recently, I haven't been going on a consistent level to the gym. I haven't been going to the gym on a consistent level. And even when I do that, sometimes, like, okay, it's so weird. I'll go to the gym and I'll be consistent with that, but I won't be consistent with the food. Or I'll be consistent with the food and I won't be consistent with the gym. So right now, I'm not consistent with either. And it's just a lot going on.
It's a juggling act.
Yeah, it's a real juggling act. And I'll call Keem, like, he makes time in the morning now. And he's been going. But yeah, I don't know. I am at a point where I'm like, man, boy, I gotta do something though.
I think a little bit is not necessarily like you want to feel like or lose weight for your partner. At least for me, I'm not doing it for James. No, but I know it makes me feel good to go to the gym and to know that I'm trying to work on myself. That idea,
that's your thing.
Yeah, it makes me feel good about myself. So then, on the flip side, if I'm feeling good, I'm feeling confident, it's gonna come out in our relationship. And I feel like typically, I think men and women, we're like attracted to the confidence. So even there be a big girl out there, she's getting a lot of men, and they don't have nothing to do with her size. It's that she's so comfortable and secure. Like, she got this confidence about her, and she just struts down the street, and it's like everybody's looking at her. They don't even care about her size. So I think maybe that's a thing too. Like, you, if anything, that's probably what I would go by. I don't feel like I do it for him. I feel like I do it for myself. But he will reap some of those benefits.
Right. Yeah, I need to get into that mind state because I feel like I'm the same way. I'm very rebellious.
Yes, due to this. Oh my God.
So if it feels like it's somebody else's goddamn idea or that they're pushing it on me, I'm going to do the opposite.
Yeah, that's true. Because I remember when we was living together and I started, I just was telling you like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about doing this training over, this online training. And you were like, what? I want to get on that. So your FOMO kicked in heavy. Yeah. That's a big thing for you. Your FOMO and having a gym partner, you was off to the races. Like, nah, this was like, nah, I can't.
And honestly, I feel like it's not hard, honestly. I mean, it's not fun. It's not fun to, try to be in the process of losing weight. No. But I also feel like you have to take in consideration, like, your schedule. And I mean, we can't make excuses for not making it to the gym, obviously, and eating properly. But I just think like everything has to be a balance, and I just feel like I don't have good work-life balance at this point. So I'm just like going with the wind, and I feel like I'm letting myself go. So,
I mean, I feel like a health fitness journey is like all encompassing.
oh yeah, absolutely.
It's inside out. So if you dealing with other things that you don't have a work life balance, then of course you're not gonna be able to eat a certain way or exercise a certain way.
Right. So I feel like I gotta figure out how to get that in order. Cause I mean, for me, like I said, working out isn't hard only because now I know I've done it before. I know the result. I know how it makes me feel. I know how it affects my anxiety and just my mood overall and my, like you said, confidence, all that. I get that. I know it's good. But yeah, I have to figure that out. My life is in scrambles right now as far as like the scheduling and just trying to remember so much. And there's really like barely any time in the day, you know?
Yeah.
I nanny part-time. Part-time. I have a kid, basically.
Yeah, you do.
So it's really hard, you know? Like, even before this podcast, it's like, you know, they make and you're just like, oh, God, what does that mean? Do I have to go? Do we have to go home now? Like, you just need to go, we got to go into bed, we got to get into bed. He was saying that his stomach was hurting, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, do we even record, you know?
Yeah.
So I just feel like I have to make more me time, and then, you know, I can figure it out. But I mean, I just think it's important to make time. You have to make time. I'm not doing it right now, ladies and gentlemen, but I definitely need to do better with that. Like, you have to. I read a post today.
I seen a video. I think you sent it to me, and it was talking about how your cup runneth over, and everything that run over is for everybody else, right? Like for you to be a mom, a wife, a daughter, a friend, but your cup gotta stay full for you. And if you don't have that, then you have no extra to give people. Like, no, my cup is actually not running over. I gotta cut. We gotta pause this. Everything else. And I feel like maybe that's the case because it's like your cup is runneth dry, and yet people keep looking in there and trying to take their piece. So it's kind of like even if you wanted to be, you know, like take care of yourself or do whatever for Keem, it's not gonna work. Not right now. I don't feel like it will work because you gotta do for yourself first.
Right. Exactly.
And I know you. That's the way you would want to do it anyway.
Yeah, I need to do it myself. Like, I think that, like, even if I did have the time, I just hate for people to tell me what I need to do. Because it's like, yeah, whatever. Even if we living in the same house, our plate is different. Like, your plate is not my plate, so stay over there.
Yeah. I just feel like in general, you don't like nobody.
I don't like it.
Nah.
I have done everything bad in my life, I swear, almost. Because someone told me... Yeah, someone told me not to fucking do it. Or that I needed to do it. Or, nigga, no. I'm going to do it how I want to. Okay? I would probably still be a virgin right now if people weren't telling me what to do.
Do you see the queen at cutting off her nose?
Whatever. There's just a way to say things. Okay?
That's funny.
Oh, yeah, but
do you think it is important in like general, right? So aside from Keem and James, yeah, do you feel like that's a thing far as men point of view? Like, do you feel like they really like be serious about it?
There's plenty of men who feel like that they want women to keep themselves up. Nobody wants their woman to get to be a slob. No, I don't think that. But at the same time, that's neither here nor there. I don't even know if it's perspective or this is my reality. I just feel like you said, that is true. If a woman is confident, she's confident. And if you feel like whatever stage or place you're at in your journey of weight or whatever, that's what you like, big, small, whatever, medium, then good for you. And I think that's great for you. I think that's great. Right? But I also do see the point of men feeling away if a woman is one size and then she changes. But it varies to me, see? Because I feel like you could say that about a lot of things. You could say that about a woman's ambition, her drive. She could have been driven and ambitious and all of that. And then all of a sudden, like, y'all get together and it's doing. And you knew that you were attracted to the woman who was ambitious. Out there doing her thing, keeping herself up.
She's just like, this job ain't that bad. I'll just do this.
Yeah, like, I just feel like, no. And I feel like, in that sense, see, there's a lot of gray area with that. People, oh my God, for saying certain stuff. But I feel like, okay, men shouldn't be like an asshole about it and be oh, you better stay this size, because you have to take in consideration, people, women. You might have met me when I was a baby, and I'm a grown ass woman now. So these is woman curves, okay, and this is what it is, what you get. Or it might have been that you have had kids, but in the same token, I don't want people to be like, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm gonna eat 10 donuts today, And listen, again, I'm not pregnant, so I have not been with child and had a baby, and I get all of that, right? So I do understand that. I don't understand the cravings and all of that, but I just think that sometimes we might be excessive, and you can't blame. Oh, I'm having a baby, I'm gonna eat for 10. No, I'm not saying that you should be like that, or like, oh, your baby's 5 years old, and you're like, oh, girl, it's baby weight. No, don't say that. Just say you're comfortable with where you're at. You can't blame it and be like, oh, don't blame that baby no more. That baby is 5-10 years old. It's not baby weight anymore. So I just feel like, you do what you feel you need to do at the end of the day. So if your man feels away and it's been a good while and you're not driven, it'd be different. Like, you were out here, you legit trying. Right. Or you're confident and you out here still being sexy and things like that. I mean, if a man wants to be an asshole because you gained some weight and you're feeling good about yourself already, and you're not out here bumming it and whatever, then I can't say leave him, but do what you see fit. But at the same time, I feel like we have to be honest with ourselves sometimes and understand that that with that weight comes like a different woman, No,
I understand what you're saying. I think sometimes it can be a little like, I don't know, a little bit of a sensitive topic when it comes to like women's body, especially like from the perspective of a man.
Right, absolutely.
If he has any opinion, doesn't matter who he is or why he's saying it, it's gonna be taken negatively.
Absolutely.
And I think that sometimes just let him finish first.
But you bite his head off.
Yeah, because sometimes a woman will just rip his head off.
I like that.
And it's like, whoa, wait, I wasn't even going there. I was not saying anything about that. So let him finish. But then I feel like you got to decide. Like you said, you can't tell nobody what to do, leave him or not leave him. You got to decide what's best for you. But
and how you feel? Was it disrespectful? Because I mean, with
sometimes
King,
it's not what you say, which is how you say it.
With King, I will say he's never been disrespectful, and I feel like he, whether he is, just making an excuse, but he'll say like for health reasons. Like, I mean, and just for having kids, like, listen, baby making machine at this point, he don't want your baby to have any type of health concerns. Like, if you have a choice where you could be a certain, fitness level and health before you get pregnant,
Right.
I don't see what's wrong with, voicing that with your partner. I mean, should be able to be honest. It's just like we've spoken about, like, it's the way that you say things.
Yeah, it is the way that you say things. And I think everybody, I guess, will take it differently, too. That's important. I feel like sometimes if a guy is saying that to a very, very sensitive woman anyway, that's just not going to work. You just going to, no matter how you say it, it may not ever be taken the way you meant it. Right. So I think that depends on that too. It depends on how they say it and who they're saying it to. That's big. That's very important.
Yeah, it is.
That's very important.
So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like a woman is her job or partly her job to be pleasing to her man's eye?
I don't necessarily think that. I think I'm more of like, how do you feel?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're frumping around the house, being all depressed,
Right.
oh, I gained 5 pounds, oh my God, I'm so sad, and you're being miserable, and then you wonder why he don't want to be around you, then that's on you. He's going to go with somebody who's a little bit
More confident.
Or who's just more pleasurable to be around. If you, because some women, you know those type of women, they be so fucking miserable when they gain a little weight or they lose more than they intended. Like, come on, stop that. What are you doing?
Right.
Just let it rock. Who cares? But once you start drawing attention to it, then the man want to have some type of feelings about it. Nah, that's on you. You did that. But I don't really feel like anybody, man or woman, should say to man or woman, you're not pleasing to my eye. Like,
no, I don't think they would say that. I will hope
you're coming a little
that.
bit incorrect, sir.
But I mean, do you believe in physical attraction?
Oh yeah.
So, okay.
So I do think that there's something to be said about like, even if you're a big woman, right? You always were like that way. You're confident. You're happy. You're healthy. Good for you. But there is just gonna be some man or men who just don't find that attractive. That is just the way of life.
I mean, that's right. It's not even about weight.
Yeah, that could be anything.
Whatever physical attribute is just not.
Yeah, that could be anything. You could be blonde and they like redheads. I don't know. Like the list could vary on stuff like that. So in that case, hey, I mean, he might be onto something if he's like, yo, I only date big women. And you losing a little bit too much weight, well, he got a type, and
so
I guess you kind of gotta rock with it. But I guess
or not rock with it.
Yeah, or not rock with it. If you feel like no, I want to lose weight, I'm not feeling comfortable anymore. Then either maybe y'all can work it out. Mm-hmm. But if not, then I don't really think you could be mad at that person for their own preferences. In that sense, we already talked about colorism and all those type of preferences. Not that type of stuff. We're talking about like, flat belly or, tall
or just in general.
Short.
Your man met you at a certain, way,
anything.
Or just he met one woman and he feels like he's with a whole nother woman.
Yeah, because you could be completely different.
I mean, because we have to flip it and we have to ask too. Like, let's be real here. If James became the 600-pound man, not that you would leave him. Nobody's saying you would leave, but would you be okay to like get on top of that cowboy at night, and ride that thing?
We'd have to switch it up before you even reach that. That's a bit heavy.
But do you think it would be? Because we have to be honest with ourselves.
No, and I do think that's fair too. I think that a lot of women need to think, how would you feel?
No, for real.
Because there's some women out there that I only do 6-packs. All right. I only do 6 feet and taller. All right. Well, then now, if he got these types of standards, then you can't be mad.
It'd be the ones out here talking about they want a boiler shot calling.
Okay.
They at their empty apartment, roach infested, on a mattress pad. I'm just saying, you gotta know there's levels.
Yeah, man.
That's for another conversation, but nonetheless, I'm just saying.
That is, we definitely have to.
But anyway, be fair, people.
Yeah, you do have to be fair. I think there's definitely something to it, and I feel like.
So honestly, if I know you reap the benefits, but when you're exercising, you're not at all thinking like, or when you're looking good, like you don't feel like sexy for your man, or that you're doing something like it contributes to your relationship.
No, I know it does. Even if it's something like not at the gym. Like I go to the gym, that's just because I gotta get it done. Honestly, I don't even I just need to check this off my list. But anyway, I go to the gym. However, later we're going out. I might wear a particular dress that I know James likes, and I'm feeling good with myself in that outfit anyway. Right. So yeah, they definitely think about what he's going to be attracted to.
Right.
That's. Maybe just y'all can tell me if y'all don't do that, but that's normal for me.
Cause no, I remember watching. I don't know if it was a YouTube video a long time ago. I don't even know what, but it pops up in my head. And this woman was like that. She goes to the gym. She has to I'm pretty sure she doesn't go just for that reason. But she was like, yeah, I believe in maintaining myself for my man. Mm-hmm. I have to go. and be able to keep my man because he's on Instagram and he's watching all these IG models and, you know, liking pictures or may not be or whatever the case, they on there. And it's like some women feel like they gotta stick with it, you know?
I understand that, but my brother always used to say, like, you can't make a man do nothing.
You cannot make a man. Listen, Halle Berry got cheated on and left.
Beyonce got cheated on. She get left, but she got cheated on. I mean,
Beyonce, though. So.
Regardless, I feel like that. I don't think I understand what the woman is saying.
Amber Rose, all these women.
Yeah, I understand what she's saying. Like, I get where she's coming from. I understand the thought process, but I just wasn't raised like that. My mother was always like, listen, you're going to do what you want to do.
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I feel like that's just a thing where it's not like, she's not saying necessarily like, oh man, I lost it. I was going to say something. She's not saying that she gotta lose his weight, hurry up because he's gonna leave me or he's gonna leave me. It's more like, I gotta give my man something to look at. This is what his eyes should be, you know?
No. And I understand all of that. I'm just saying there's just that other part of it. Not even the other side of it. I think, yes, I understand what she's saying, but there's also the part of he's a man, he's gonna do what he wanna do. So
absolutely.
You could look as good as you want to. That doesn't necessarily guarantee that he won't cheat.
I mean, but I will say that. Listen, when that nigga hit the road, you got to look good for your freakum dress.
That's a fact. That is a
you can't be out here. This nigga left you. Well, that's like that meme where they be talking about how girls be looking like a whole bum, and then when they nigga leave them, they all of a sudden they hair is down their back and. They flourishing, skin look good. They got makeup. They dressing. They going on trips. They got moolah. Like they out here just thriving.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So fuck that nigga. I need to look good after this.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Listen, that was the best thing a nigga could have did. Sometimes is to leave. For real, I know that.
Change your whole Dialissa would be moving so differently.
All of a sudden, it's like somebody snap your finger, your stomach flat after a breakup. Man, I told Kim one time, damn, I wish I could get that right now.
Oh my God.
Just, for the flat stomach at this point. Real quick, just quick, boop. Gotta keep the spice. That's how we keep the spice. Let me shut it. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think there's something to that, but I don't know how much it is. We have to ask the men how much they really believe that is the case. And maybe if y'all is out here listening, y'all comment and tell us. But I just really feel like it don't matter.
How big a woman is.
Big
she could get big and sour.
Well, no, I'm not saying all of that. No, you can't get sour too. Come on, pick one. Shit. God damn. But I feel like, within reason, if she just gained a little, like you were saying, you have a baby. All right, within reason, you gain a little bit of weight.
Well, should I have a baby? Well, should nothing happen?
Oh, right. Well, she just gained a little weight, then that's okay. But what is a little bit of weight? If we're talking like 100 pounds, 200 pounds, like, oh, wow, you're a whole nother person. Because you ever notice, like, when you see people that are Transformation Tuesday, when they lose weight, they look different. Their whole face is different, everything. It's not just like the weight. So you might look like a whole nother person to that man or woman, whatever.
So you think it's fair? When is that, though?
Yeah, I feel like there's something to it. You can't be mad at people for stuff like that. I don't think you can. But I do think if you're just out here trying to lose the weight for the man, remember, he's a man. Yeah. He's going to do what he want to do.
So inevitably, you should honestly just be trying to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
For the next nigga. What nigga is, whatever you plan on doing. And usually it's a little bit of fighting and bopping before you get into the next one, so what they say? To get over one man, you gotta get under another.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you plan to do.
Or whatever.
He might be.
But you want to be too big, you can't get under him.
No.
Let me not be like that. Whatever you like.
Right. No, that's true too, because if you're planning your exit, then you're going to definitely want to level up and get it nice and tight.
Hell yeah.
Especially if you
Especially if a nigga leave you because of that.
Oh, you gotta show him. You better.
You got to show your damn self. And then him, okay? Let him leave his ass in the dust.
Okay? Think you did something. Boy, bye. Yeah, nah. You definitely would have to do it then. I don't know. We gotta ask some men.
No,
see
absolutely.
how they feel about that. But
we shall see. Because, I mean, I did listen to, oh my God, I got Dead Ass. It's a podcast,
yeah.
Dead Ass, by Kadeem and Javelle, and they were talking about that.
And what was they saying?
He thinks it's important. You know? Thinks it's important, so.
And what did she feel like?
I forgot. I was listening to his part. I forgot. I'm gonna go back and...
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you feel like that is...
I think it is an aspect. I think it is a way of showing your love when you can take care of yourself and maintain yourself while you're in a relationship. Personally, because I feel like, you know, we could, like we said, we could take things, we could be all sensitive and, you know, feel away, but we have to think about if it was you. If James is just out here and you met him, he was bathing, smelling good, and, you know, doing certain things, you know, and then all of a sudden he's just like a sour, just sit on the couch and,
you know what that reminds me of?
Play his game.
Insecure. Season 1.
Oh yeah.
Lawrence got like that.
Yeah.
And
complacent.
Issa Rae was just disgusted with him. It wasn't even about his weight. He just, like you said, about his drive. He just lost it, completely lost it.
Right, and he wasn't like, it wasn't even like his career ambition alone. It was like, you come home and this guy is there. Like, I don't mean no harm. Man, I don't know if other women feel like this, but I feel like if my man is just sitting down, what did you do today?
Yeah, nah.
He doesn't do it very often, but when he does, what the hell did you do? And you know, you just came from work. What did you do? What have you done today?
And she didn't even like her job at that time, too. She was like too through with him. Oh my goodness. She was too through with his ass. And then he even got lazy in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not right. I just think that it's not about a particular thing, such as losing weight. I just think that there's a multitude of things that people do to keep up a relationship. Mm-hmm. You know? So, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I know I need to work on quite a few things.
Do you feel like, besides, okay, you want to go to the gym, but that's for your own self.
And to shut him up sometimes, too.
That too, fine. But forget losing weight. Do you feel like there are what other things do you feel like you do to keep it like, okay, I got your attention?
I don't know. I think I could do some work sometimes.
You do feel like that?
I do feel like that. I feel like that. I definitely feel like that. I feel like I work entirely way too much. I work entirely way too much. So, like, you get to the point where your uniform is what you're wearing all the time. You know? Even I've gotten kind of, like, tomboyish almost. Where it's like, I'll put on a pair of leggings and a shirt. And it might be an Adidas pair of leggings or a Nike and a matching fucking shirt and some shoes. Like, my biggest accessory would be my shoes at this point. And they're not red bottoms, heels, or that. None of that. They are straight up sneakers. And I'm not going to lie. He's a sneaker kind of guy. So, I mean, that's his thing. And that might have rub off on me. But I just feel like I could do better. I feel like I don't remember the last time I really dressed up. And I'm not saying that I haven't done it in, obviously, 2019. But I just don't feel like I've done it enough. Mm-hmm. I can't even tell you, like, when is the last time I even did my face, my makeup? I'm a person who typically, that's my thing.
Yeah,
like, I do my makeup, and it's not, man, they'll tell you they don't like their makeup, so it's not even like I'm doing that for him. But I just feel like all of that is like, if you feel confident, then your man will, kind of go with that. Obviously, I feel like that's why he got with you, right, and stayed with you.
Yeah,
because all that other stuff would dwindle away if it wasn't real,
Right, and that's why I want to say, I feel like even like weight and your looks, that'll go away. But I feel like it's that effort is
makes
like
a difference.
Yeah, and that I feel like when you make that effort, it makes them feel good. Like, oh, she's doing that for me?
Right.
That's my woman. Like, yeah, like they be feeling good. I feel like that. Because I know, like, when I've done little things like that for James, like, if I know he likes a particular hairstyle, or like I said, a particular outfit, okay, we just going, I don't even know where. We going to Top Golf.
Right.
But you know what? I would typically wear some sweatpants and some sneakers and be on my way. But I'm going to wear this because I know you like this.
Right.
Here you go.
Just as a treat.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've been slacking in that department. I need to do better, but I feel like that's where I say, like, it is important for me to get back in shape and not saying to lose weight particularly, but to get back on my thing and get on my grind and really do that mental health check and just really check in with myself and, like, just do good. Better to feel good, because I just feel like sometimes I'm on the go so much, like, until even like moments like this, I don't realize like how I feel until I'm like, whoa, it's a lot of emotions running, like you don't get the time to think about it, it's no time to really check in, but that's important.
You have to.
I subconsciously do things like, I collect my stones and, I talk about saging and things like that. But hell, even that, it's like you want to do a regimen, have your own sacred little regimen. And it's like hard to do that because your schedule's always changing, And I'm a person who has anxiety, and it's bad enough for me. Like, I can't say whether it's bad or good, it's bad to me, any type of anxiety. So I just feel like when I have a shift and I don't do what I feel I like plan to do, it really messes me up. And I feel like that is why I haven't been able to stick with the whole like eating. And I just feel like
everything.
Right. And that's what Brittany and I said earlier. I'm always like the rebellious kind. I feel like, if my fucking schedule isn't right, then fuck it, I'm gonna eat a cheeseburger or whatever. And it's just like it's like you're self-destructing, self-sabotaging yourself. But I think in any relationship you have to have a relationship with yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to take care of yourself. It's very important.
Because it shines through.
So really
everything
does.
else, you can't really, and that's why it's like sometimes women, you be like, dang, just don't go into a next relationship. Take a minute for yourself.
Yeah,
like I felt
God.
like that before about women. I'm like, dang, you should probably not do this next one. I know he seems nice, but you might not. You might need to do you.
And if he's that one, he'll be there. You know?
Because sometimes I feel like we forget that, especially as women in general. Yeah. I feel like we're just so busy giving. It's just like that nurturer that is in us to just keep giving. And then it's like you're giving to your man, you're giving to your kids, you're giving to your mom, you're giving to your friends, you're giving to the job, you're giving to everybody except for yourself. And then it's like, yo, I ain't even take care of my own self.
Yeah, man.
And you know what's so funny is that when you don't take care of yourself, you think you're doing right by these other people, but you are not.
You're not.
Every encounter is a little bit off, or they're not really getting the best of you, and they know it. They can feel it. They can feel
and
it.
sometimes I feel like that, and we'll have like checks, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm not being a good girlfriend. Like I feel like sometimes I don't do as much as I can. He hates when I say, he's like, what else could you possibly be doing? But he's the person who really doesn't make a fuss, Right. I'm lucky enough that I have gotten a person like that, but it could have very well not been like that. That's why, like, I do agree with you when you say, like, not to rush into a relationship. We've talked about that on many occasions because at the end of the day, you haven't invested enough time with this person for them to even really feel like it's worth it to help you And they honestly shouldn't necessarily have to. It's nice if they're there to kind of help you cope. But at the end of the day, it is our job to make sure that we are okay at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Unless you need like a therapist or something, which that's fine too.
Even
All of that's self-care. All of that is self-care. But I mean, inevitably, it's really your job to make sure that you're okay. So, as I'm always concerned about everybody else, like you said, not make even with the little at my nanny, I'm always like, man, I hope I'm doing everything for this child that I need to. But it's like sometimes I even say, damn, I don't feel like I'm being a good sister. Like we were supposed to even go to happy hour today, but I chose to work, because not for anything. We have so much going on. You have bills that you're thinking about and different things, and it's just like I was telling her earlier, I was making a joke, and I was like, it's hard to say no. Because, like, someone would tell you, can you come do this? And you're like, you're paying in American dollars? Like, why wouldn't I say, yeah? Like, of course I'm going to come work, But sometimes you just have to say no. You have to say no,
Listen, I remember working 2 jobs, and I was like, yo, I got to stop this, man.
Yeah, man.
I gotta not stop working 2 jobs. I ain't quit the job, but I did stop taking other people's shifts because that was killing me.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I am really starting to feel tired. And at one point, at least for me, I had got on a good rhythm, and my body kind of adjusted. So I was like, okay. But then it was like, if I'm taking up too much extra shifts, that will throw your whole schedule off. Right. And it's like, I gotta be up late to get to the next job early, which is usually okay, but today it sucks, because why did I do that and take somebody else's shift?
Right.
Nah. I had to realize, like, nope. Mm-mm.
And to see, that's where I'm at now. Like, we're taking a whole different shift, but on this conversation, but it's the truth. I feel like my whole thing is, okay, I'll take the job or take the extra work, and then I don't get enough sleep, and I have to get up, and I have to then drive in the Peach Pass lane, which is the toll lane, just to get to work, and you're paying that. And it's like, damn it, had you not even worked, you wouldn't have to have taken this Peach Pass.
Which your money went towards.
Like, what the hell are you doing? It's like a freaking rat race, literally in that little hamster wheel,
Yeah, man. You gotta take care of yourself before you can go taking care of other people.
And I just feel like, with the divorce rate and all of this that's been going on, and couples breaking up left and right, families being broken up, kids being out, they out here without fathers, and both parents being together, they might be in their child's life, but it's like broken up kind of family. Mm-hmm. I just feel like, maybe sometimes it does start with like a little self-care, know?
I think that is definitely a big part of it, honestly. I think that's a big part of it. People not putting themselves first. Because what happens is you get labeled as selfish. As soon as you say that, it's like, oh my gosh, stop being selfish. You're a mother first. You're a wife first. You're a daughter first. You're a sister first. You're a friend. No, how could that be? I'm everything first.
What?
For myself. But myself? I'm everything except for myself. What? How's that possible?
And okay, so if like you said, if I'm feeling everything else, when do I feel me?
That doesn't even make any sense.
I'm not full, so how is everybody else going to get?
Girls, they don't even know they're getting little drip drops. They'll realize it later, maybe. But then I feel like that's when it's a little too late. You got your children, now they're rebelling. Or you got your man and he's out with the next woman. Because she's actually able to give him all of her because she took care of herself. Like, it'd be little things that I feel like you don't realize. It will come out later that if you were just taking care of yourself first, you'd have been all good.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I feel like even for a relationship, because we did start talking about it based on that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that makes sense because if a man has a woman that's like, taking care of herself and making sure that she's full and, she keeps up and loves herself and showing all this self-care, like, obviously she's going to be on her shit, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, men don't have to stay for that reason. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, I feel like as just in general partner, if you know your man, he's like, confident and taking care of himself, like that's going to be attractive to you, right? And it's not going to feel like such a burden, like you always got to like, hold this person up. And it's not saying, I'm not trying to be mean when I say that, because I feel like you should definitely be there for your partner, absolutely. But like you said, after a while, things can get nagging. They can be away, like let's be real, with a human. And then they just like you have needs, your partner has needs. Everybody, at a certain point, it's like, okay, now we've been on you for how long? Like let's get with the program. Like, I mean, I hear Keem, like we'll talk about certain things that have to do with just like my career. Like, he's trying to make sure, I have all these ideas. He tries to make sure that he reminds me of them and everything. And I can see like sometimes how I feel bad, because I feel like when he doesn't see any progress being, put into these ideas, or any work per se, like he doesn't visually see it happening, and he maybe just sees me kind of like relaxing or whatever. I get annoyed sometimes. I'm like, does he not realize like how much I do? But then I do understand, because it's like, damn, I kind of feel bad. I don't want to look like I'm just slacking, out here. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're in this rat race, but we're trying to come together with a common goal of being successful and whatnot, and making sure that we're, encouraging ourselves to be the best that we can be. It's just a lot, honestly, going into a relationship and just being an adult. And
I think that is true, because it is something about it when you see somebody else doing their thing. Especially if that's your man or that's your woman.
Or your freaking friend. Honestly,
I'm about to say, but even if I see another friend, like, oh, go ahead, girl, doing your thing, I'll be real excited. So I can imagine if it's like your man or your woman, I know they be feeling really attracted, like that really is like getting them excited for, the relationship. Because they like, look at her taking care of her, or look at him doing his thing. Like, I be real like, dang, look at James going to the gym every morning.
No, for real.
At 5:00 without failure, he will go to the gym every day. And I'm like, dang, look at him. I like to see him taking care of himself like that.
Right.
So I can imagine like what you're saying. Like if I'm keen and it's like, man, I want to see you like just blossom.
And see, that's where communication comes in as well, because a person could be so passionate about trying to get you to be passionate about your own thing and, being your best self, that sometimes it could feel like pressure and it could feel like he doesn't,
like a little,
he don't think I'm doing anything right now, or whatever.
It could come off like a little judgmental.
You know,
you trying to steamroll me, like, nah, fool, don't tell me what to do, because then it's like how we said before, not what you say, but how you say it.
Right.
Sometimes it depends on how they like handle that. Right. I mean, listen, even I be telling you, like, girl, just do this. Because I want to see all of these different business ideas that you have that are really good. Like, just start to explode, because that would make me happy.
No, because it's so nice to see your loved ones doing good stuff. Like, this past weekend that you were at the EV event?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, Brittany was on there. Like, not for nothing. Like, I see Brittany every day. Like, this is my friend, Not saying that I don't think that she has the potential to be a grand, but you just feel like it's just going so fast. Maybe it isn't. But, like, putting in the work, and it's, like, legit coming to fruition. Like, the shit that she was talking about doing. And then you're next to these people who are, like, big-time influencers.
Yeah.
Like, and they talking about they know her and her shit. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And just really, like, put into perspective for me, like, damn, you just put forth even just some type of effort. Not that you're not putting fucking ton load of effort, no. But, like, imagine just a little effort can take you.
Yeah.
You might not be next to the friggin' biggest.
Was so excited for me.
I was like, this is crazy.
That felt like one of those memes that people be like, yo, if your friends don't hype you like this, that was one of those.
I'm talking about, I don't know, can we say the girl name? But like, can we say her name?
Yeah, why not? Tesla Kim.
Tesla Kim
and Ashley Renee.
And all these, big time. I mean, I'm not yet Tesla owner and what do you call them people?
EV influencers.
Or just not even that, like expert or whatever. I'm not that, but I mean, I even know about Tesla like Kim.
Yeah.
Because, I'm a big avid YouTube watcher.
Yeah.
And I watch LaToya. This girl, I forget LaToya. But anyway, she just moved here from Canada. And she was actually on one of Tesla. Kim, she was on one of LaToya's episodes.
Oh, really?
Showing off her Tesla. And I was like, yo, that's big things. Because because all these big time influencers,
Yeah, that was exciting. That was fun.
That's crazy to me. And for people to walk up to you and be like, girl, yeah, I know your stuff. Like, that's crazy. Because I sit next to you and I'm looking at these people on YouTube. It's like, wow, they talking to you, girl. They know your name. Yeah. That's good shit, So, I mean.
I feel like, you know what that reminds me of? On The Thick, Tabria and Mindy. Tabria was in the Savage Fenty.
Oh God!
Runway on the fashion for New York Fashion Week, I think it was. She was doing, and they have on her Instagram. Mindy was like screaming when she was watching it on TV. That's my friend. That's my best friend. Like you be so excited, to see people like you said, your loved ones. It's like, oh my God,
it's nice to see that excitement.
It is. Listen, I remember I went to that birthday party and Dialissa was like. I was like, okay, we were just sitting there watching you. Me, James, and Keen was watching you work them parents. I was like, yo, she just came up here and owned their whole thing. All of the kids was loving you. All the parents knew you. Oh, yeah. You work. I'm trying to get Miss D, but, I wish she was my nanny. I'm like, yo, what? Look at these two. Girl. Listen, and you be excited to see when your friends in their element and to see wow, you really killing it too. Like you don't just do this like you dabble. No, you killing that shit.
Yeah,
that's exciting. So I can imagine if I'm like your man, like
I want to see you at your 100%.
Exactly, because no matter who they are, they want to see you. Do your best.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's just about the way you deliver it, I guess.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And communication is key.
No, it is.
Communication is key.
It is. I think that is even evident on that other podcast where the couple, how they could just talk about stuff like that. I think that's beautiful. Because even sometimes, I've listened to them a few times. They don't always agree on that.
Right. And some people, not going to lie, like some people will listen to DeVal and you'll probably be like, what? But I mean, I'm a person, like I might not seem like it all the time. To people who may know me, but I feel like I can see both sides. Like we're human. People are gonna feel how they feel. I'm not gonna be, oh my God. On the female side all the time, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna see each side. I might not agree with 100% of everything it says, but I might agree with a little bit. Because everything has a little bit of the truth in it. Everybody has their valid points. Sometimes they list a little bit extra. You gotta just weed out the extra shit. And you can see both parties.
That's true. Playing devil's advocate is like the best thing ever.
Especially when it's other people's shit. Because I'm not gonna lie, I go hard for mine when I'm arguing.
Yeah, you do.
But that's not this episode.
Y'all tune into debates and debacles. That was last week's episode. Go check that out. But I was about to ask you, how do you feel when I've seen this before? When a man cheats on a woman. And he says he cheated because she got fat.
No. I don't care what she got. I don't care if she got blank. And there's whatever answer. At the end of the day, you can't blame your fucking scoundrel ass ways on a woman getting fat. The fuck? Like, you need to be honest with yourself. And if you didn't like what the fuck you saw, you should have said that and went about your goddamn business. Because honestly, I always tell anybody, listen, I understand that men are going to be men, women are going to be women. Humans are going to be fucking humans at the end of the day, and they're entitled to how they fucking feel. But don't put that shit on me. Because I think about it like this. When I'm dealing with someone, or if it's me that is the person that's been dealt wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I look at it like this. Okay. You're gonna be hurt either way, right? But would you have rather this person do X or Y? And I just feel like you could have said something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And been honest with this person, and then I feel like you wouldn't damage them for the next person,
Right.
who comes around, or nobody at that point, because they're so devastated that like, wow, I got cheated on because I was fat, you know? That's
Yeah,
I got cheated on. They did all this
crazy.
shit because I was fat or because of X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You know? And they thought that I was deserving of that. Versus you being open and honest and someone valuing people's honesty at the end of the day. Listen, at least can say you were honest. They can't say anything bad about that.
Yeah.
You know, they can say, well, he let me fight. Okay, you know, whatever. That's not what his preference is.
Yeah,
You know, some
I mean, I
people
can
might-
always respect that.
Yeah, I mean, I want some honesty. I mean, people say, oh, do you really want that? It don't matter what the hell, how I react or what you felt I wanted. That's not your call at the end of the day. You need to be fair. And fair is if you don't feel, if you feel a way about something, you can have your fucking cake and eat it too. Why would you want to stay with me? Why?
Yeah.
So that you didn't seem like the fucking bad person? Or because there's other attributes you want to take advantage of?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Because
No.
then at that point, it's about you. You being selfish.
Right. And again, I'm not saying that people don't cheat and it doesn't happen, and, whatever, and that, whatever. But you don't now you're taking it too far. Talking about that you cheated because a motherfucker was fat.
No, so you know what made me think
How about I
that?
cheated on you because you motherfucking ugly?
Oh
How about
my
that?
I thought about that because remember homegirl from Waiting to Exhale? Her man,
She
her
burned his clothes
real
up?
life husband cheated on her because she gained weight and people was on social media
yes.
and they were saying, oh,
She had let herself
she let
go.
herself go. So what did she expect? As though that was a reason or a justification
yes.
for him cheating. And I just
Beautiful
was like,
woman too, by the way.
she is
Forget her
gorgeous.
name.
I mean, skinny, big, whatever. She a beautiful woman now. I forget her name. She was on Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah.
And
She cheated with Eddie Murphy's ex-wife. And he was I think a producer.
you mean her husband cheated on her? You said she cheated.
I'm sorry, the husband cheated
Yeah.
on her with Eddie Murphy's ex-wife.
Yeah. Yes.
I forget his name.
No, I forgot.
But nonetheless, I personally feel like we are in a world of fucking social media, and people think that they can say whatever the fuck I hate it. They think that they can say whatever the fuck they want because you're on a computer screen. It's probably y'all fat asses too over there talking shit.
Oh,
Guess what? You don't fucking know what that woman went through. She could have had anything.
Yeah.
She could have had things going on with her fucking thyroid. She could have been on medication, steroids,
You never know.
polycystic, all kind of crap. She's had kids. Who fucking knows what the hell happened? She might have been sick and couldn't fucking go there. Who gives a fuck? It's not your goddamn business. And that doesn't give that motherfucker a right to go cheating. He should have fucking left her. Or maybe he did. Y'all need to mind y'all motherfucking business at the end of the fucking day. Like, we don't know what's going on with these people's lives, but we live in a world where
People
the
was
world
going
turns
in on her.
shit like
I was
that.
like, wow, that's so disrespectful.
Okay, the woman had to turn off her Instagram.
Yeah. Calling her, well, that's what you get. And
That's crazy.
obviously, like, no, they were
And
married.
you know how
Why
old
would that
Waiting
be
to
obvious?
Exhale is? And not saying that some of those women on there still...
Yeah.
I mean, not that she doesn't look great, but that they don't look
Yeah.
the same.
She was like, I think she was like 20 or something when she did that show. I mean, just in
You know
general,
how
your
old that
body's
fucking
gonna change anyway, even if you didn't do anything. Like, that's just gonna happen to you. So who cares? And she had 3 kids, I think, since then. Listen, her body gonna be different, but
Nonetheless, people need to go eat a dick. That's
Yeah, I
how I feel
definitely
about
don't
that.
think that-
Mind your damn business. You don't
That's
know
an
what was
excuse.
going on. That was an excuse. And if you're a real man or woman, you're going to be open and honest with your partner and let them know what it is. If you don't like something about them, or like the way they move in them and whatever, like, sorry, you need to let them know, and that's it. There's a way to tell them, listen, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I was going to try to butter it up. No, if you don't like it, you don't like it. And that's cool or whatever, but be honest and let it go. And if they're mad that you were honest, they'll get over it after a while, and they've grown to be mature. At least they will value that you've been honest with them. Hell, everybody has
Or maybe they
Or maybe
never
they won't.
will.
Yeah,
and
right.
then guess what? Regardless, at least you know you did the right thing.
Right. You won't go to hell. How about that? On a G6.
Dude, so I tried to butter it up, but
No, I mean, listen, people have their preferences. I'm not gonna pretend. We're not gonna pretend to.
no.
People have their preferences. You know, you're with a lot of us are with people who we are attracted to now. But you cannot say that if they were on 600, if they ended up being so big they ended up on the 600-pound show, that you would be feeling like, come on. They were big and sour at that time. Then you got to be bathing them and all kind of stuff. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
Some people they're not cut out for that.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when they feel like, damn, you did this to your damn self. You know, like, listen,
Yeah.
let's be real here, people.
No, that's true. People could get real nasty. Well, not get nasty, but just get brutally honest with you. And sometimes you gotta be ready for it.
Yeah, so man, like I
that's the way
said,
to
I
go.
personally feel like, hey, just be honest, people. Just be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Get your mental health days. Do your self-care checks.
I think take care
Live
of
your best
yourself, and it will just
You'll reap the benefits.
shine through in every other aspect of your life, honestly. And then also, if you feel some type of way, just communicate. That's the biggest
That's
thing.
it. Communication.
And you could go ahead and listen to our other episode if you need to
Right.
hear our little tidbits on communicating in a
my
relationship. You
Yes.
know, debates in the box. Anyway. Man.
Well, all right, S-Fam. I'm going to get out of here.
We love y'all. Brittany out.
Dialissa out.